Everyone, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get started. Please keep eating. I was actually just waiting for the karaoke to come down the screen right there, as Susan was telling me. They said, do you want to turn the music down? I was hoping for some walkout music, but maybe next time. Later. That's the after party. Hey everyone, my name is Ryan Elpers. I'm the Chief Growth Officer at KSM, or Cat Sapper Miller, as many of you may know. And we are the presenting sponsor this year for Connexus Indiana Rising 30 event for the 6th year in a row. It's okay to clap, thanks. No, I'm kidding, we're happy to be a part. At KSM, we've had the privilege of working alongside Indiana businesses for more than 80 years. So the M of Miller is 4 doors down from me at our office, and he's 84 and he's in the office 3 days a week. So we've been around for a couple days. It's funny, over time we have seen, as many of you have, seen industries evolve, technologies advance, markets shift. But one thing has remained constant, that the role of advanced manufacturing and logistics is critical for our economy here in Indiana. I mean, that's why we're all here tonight. At KSM, we work closely with companies in these industries. We help navigate growth, supply chain challenges, the ever-changing tax and regulatory environment, broader business change, and now, of course, I've heard through several conversations tonight, AI and technology transformations. So maybe show of hands in the past few days, how many of you have used ChatGPT, AI, Gronk, something? Congratulations, you are all innovative. Also, for those who didn't raise your hands, congratulations. Your IT team is probably sleeping better tonight that you're not using it. That was a shout out to our IT consulting team, which they probably wrote a prompt to have me write them in there to this tonight. So at our core, our leadership team solves complex problems. We work to learn alongside you all and uncover opportunities and help position your business for longer-term success. That's really a big reason why our partnership with Connexus has been so important. So through our partnership, we've gained a lot of understanding of the challenges that you all face. And honestly, it's made us quite a bit better. Oftentimes, we at these events, we now have a dedicated manufacturing and logistics and distribution team that we didn't have years ago, simply because of this space. So it's interesting to see several familiar faces here tonight. Ran into Susan Carlock. I see Susan at just about all the events. And as we talk about change and innovation, a quick story, Susan and I met several years ago, and I remember during COVID, they shifted their business to making face shields. And now she was just telling me a story tonight, how things have changed and have adapted, and now they've got an AI innovation tool that they can use for a lot of manufacturing companies. So seeing the pace of change across a wide variety of room is pretty amazing. But tonight is a great example of how our partnership is really in action. So this is the 6th year of Rising 30. Do we have any Rising 30 alumni in the room? No? All right, congratulations. Congratulations. You didn't know, but you've got the mic next, so hope you're prepared. So tonight we're celebrating our class of 2026 with 30 emerging leaders who are ready to make an impact across advanced manufacturing and logistics. I was walking in with someone this evening, letting them know how I always feel like I am an underachiever when there's someone, I think, who's 22 and being represented and maybe even younger. I have a 17-year-old daughter, and I told her I was coming here tonight, and I said, you probably need to get your act together. So to the honorees tonight, this recognition is about what you've already accomplished, but it's also about the people that are around you at these tables that come to support you. So you are here with leaders who believe in you and who think that you have already made an impact and are excited about what you have to come. So before we welcome Jay to the stage, I would love if you could all offer a toast. And I will do a toast without a glass. But to the Rising 2026, that's a faux pas, sorry. Congratulations on the well-deserved recognition tonight. and may this be a celebration for what you've done and a springboard for what's next. So cheers. And now please welcome, and joining me with welcoming Jay Wertz, the CEO of Conexus. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you, Ryan, for the introduction, and good evening, everybody, and welcome. Thanks very much for being here tonight to celebrate the Rising 30 class of 2026. It's important to remember tonight is not just a recognition program. It really is a window into Indiana's advanced manufacturing, logistics industries, and to see what they're truly capable of. Businesses, educators, community leaders, workforce partners, all working together to ensure Indiana remains a place where people can build careers, companies can grow, industries can thrive, all for generations to come. And that doesn't happen in every state. It really, really doesn't. And it's something that Indiana should be very, very proud of. And the 30 people we honor here tonight are a product of that work. And importantly, they're also our future, its future. They're early in their careers, but as Ryan was pointing out, they're already shaping Indiana's industries. They're solving hard problems, they're driving innovation, and they're showing vision and wisdom that really is well beyond their years. They're also our bright future of logistics and manufacturing. And I think it's really important to understand, what that future is, what it's like, what that means. And it's data-driven, it's technology-forward, it's deeply sophisticated. It adopts technology because technology enables factories and logistics facilities and their employees to grow and to thrive. So it's really key that they're doing that, and you're going to hear a lot about that. The honorees in this room and those recognized in years past, they're just proof of all that innovation and all that adoption. And also, it's really important, this kind of what's represented here tonight, it's why Conexus exists. Conexus exists to push Indiana forward. More opportunity, more skilled talent, more competitiveness, more productivity, and really just a stronger economy for all of us. But none of this happens alone, not at all. So I very much want to thank our partners across the state who share in this mission. Many of you are here tonight, and your investment in Indiana's future is what makes a difference. I also want to recognize two groups in particular that make this night possible. One is our Conexus Indiana Board of Directors, and the second is our generous program sponsors. A quick note about our board, they give us our strategic guidance. They really put us on the path that we need to follow to try and create value for the state. They give us the insight of the industry, of manufacturers, of logistics companies, and help us figure out what to work on and how to do it. And we're very grateful for that and for the financial support that they give us. Our sponsors fund events like this. Things like this don't happen without them. So for both of these groups, for making these things possible, we're very, very grateful. Thank you. We also want to give a very special thank you to KSM. They're our presenting sponsor for this evening. Thanks for your continued partnership and your ongoing support of the Rising 30 program. Thank you very much. We're also, yes, thank you. We're also very grateful to our elite sponsors, Toyota Material Handling, Purdue University, Loth Group, Huntington Bank, and Leaf Software Solutions. Your support, your longstanding support and partnership and support for this program are just essential to its success, so thank you as well. We also want to thank 13 supporting sponsors whose contributions are helping us grow this Rising 30 program. Allison Transmission, Cummins, the IU Kelley School of Business, Indianapolis, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, Lippert, MSIL Staffing and Packaging, Hartman Executive Advisors, Polygon Composites, One Southern Indiana, Toyota Motor Manufacturing Indiana, Venture Logistics, Indiana State University, Fox 59, and Zimmer Biomet. Thank you all for your generous support. The evening wouldn't happen without all of you. We also want to recognize our two bar sponsors for tonight, True Essence Foods and Huber Winery. Both of them are Indiana companies, and we hope that you're enjoying and have enjoyed what they've brought to the bar tonight. Thank you both for helping making this all possible. Lastly, two companies helped us with table sponsorships for this evening. Thank you for support and for being here, the Indianapolis Airport Authority and MSP Manufacturing. Let's give a round of applause to all of them. Thank you very much. Again, we can't emphasize enough, this doesn't happen with all of you, without all of you doing what you do. Before we move into the main event, a couple of notes. We want the stories of our honorees tonight, we want them to go beyond the room. So please, we encourage you to take photos, take videos throughout the evening and share them. So you know we're also live streaming tonight's event for those who couldn't be here in person, including friends, family, and colleagues of our honorees. That recording will be available on the Connexus website in the days ahead, so you can watch it, and you can also share it with your networks. So get the word out. We appreciate it very much. The formal program for tonight will wrap up about 8 p.m., but the celebration won't end at 8 p.m. We invite you to stick around right here or just outside in the canal patio and continue to enjoy the networking and the camaraderie of everyone who's here. Okay. Now, a very important thing before we actually start recognizing the Rising 30 honorees, we want to take special note to communicate that tonight also includes a very special moment, the Andre B. Lacey Vanguard Award. It's presented every year to a standout advocate and champion for advanced manufacturing and logistics in Indiana. To present this year's award, please welcome J.A. Lacey and Bryce Carpenter to the stage.
Thank you, Jay, and it's a privilege to be here with you tonight, and it's also a privilege to be up here with JA. So thank you for your continued support of this event and this award every year. Tonight we have the privilege of recognizing someone whose career represents everything the industry stands for and everything that we hope each of you 30 awardees tonight will become. The Andre B. Lacey Award is presented annually to a Hoosier leader who's championed advanced manufacturing and logistics, modeled civic and philanthropic leadership, and demonstrated the kind of visionary thinking that challenges the status quo. It was established in 2018 in honor of Andre B. Lacey, a philanthropist, a business leader, and a man who believed deeply that leadership carries responsibility far beyond the walls of any single company. I want to take a moment to recognize the former Andre B. Lacey Vanguard Award recipients who are with us tonight: Albert Chen with Telamon, Joe Locree from Cummins, and Mark DeFabis from IDS. Your leadership continues to shape the advanced manufacturing and logistics industry here in Indiana, so thank you. I've been with Connexus for 10 years, February 8th, and in that time I've had the privilege of seeing what sustained commitment to this industry looks like, and I can tell you that the longevity and the depth of the investment is rarer than it should be. Chip Edgington embodies both of these. Chip built a noteworthy career at Full Beauty Brands, rising to Executive Vice President of Operations and overseeing a significant logistics footprint throughout Indiana. He modernized global supply chain in ways that were genuinely ahead of their time, implementing end-to-end visibility tools that transformed how the company managed inventory and fulfillment across international markets. But Chip's impact goes beyond just one company. He chaired the Connexus Indiana Board of Directors, which we're grateful for, led the statewide Logistics Council, and was a consistent advocate for Indiana's logistics infrastructure and workforce. He championed a landmark intermodal rail study, which we were just talking before dinner, despite being done in 2013, is being still used to this day. particularly under the new administration. So it's amazing how these things that you do have such legs. He was never shy about pushing for accountability, insisting that workforce development efforts be measured with real outcomes, not just good intentions. And when he retired, we thought he would retire, but he started teaching supply chain management at Marian University, and like a great former board member, came back and brought us another company to join the council. Because for Chip, the work has never been about what he could achieve. It's about what he could help build for those following behind him, many of you in the room today. That's exactly what Andre would do, and that's exactly what this award is meant to recognize. So please join me in welcoming our 2026 Andre B. Lacy Vanguard Award winner, Chip Edgington.
Good evening. I want to thank the Connexus team. I want to thank Jay, Bryce, the Connexus Board of Directors. This was a very pleasant surprise when they first reached out to me, and very much appreciated. So thank you again. I also want to thank my family and friends and colleagues at my tables that joined me this evening and made time to come and be a part of this. Thank you. I appreciate that as well. The Andre B. Lacy Award is particularly meaningful to me because I served on the Logistics Council with Andre for half a decade and worked on a number of initiatives with him. And I think it's very special that his legacy lives on through this award. So J.A., thank you for your partnership with Connexus, and I really appreciate it. I told him I was cleaning some things out, and I found a letter from Andre just 2 weeks ago. And so I thought it was very appropriate that I did. But I really enjoyed working with him. The Connexus team asked me to share a few brief words, and I will keep it brief. I want to say, first of all, how fortunate I feel to be a small part of the larger focus tonight, which is the Rising 30 Leaders program. I'm very excited about that. It feels very appropriate for me because with all that I was involved with Connexus on public policy, strategic initiatives, the direct rail initiative from the West Coast into Indianapolis, and a number of other really positive things, as the Connexus team at the time knew, the thing I gravitated towards always was working with young leaders, upcoming leaders, usually college students at the time, that were going to have some kind of future impact on advanced manufacturing and logistics. I really gravitated towards that, and I enjoyed it immensely. We did a lot with upcoming leaders at the time, and we created internship programs that didn't exist. We worked with faculty to build new curriculum. We had a lot of curriculum that needed to be updated at the time, going all the way back to 2010. Supply chain wasn't the hip major at the time. And so we did a lot to really work and build curriculum, work with professors on multiple campuses, and we had a lot of luck with that. We partnered together, a lot of the executives, and hosted facility tours to get college students excited about the major. We created the first supply chain case competition, which lasted several years, and it was so popular by the time we finally moved on to the next thing that we had universities outside of Indiana trying to get involved in the Indiana case competition. So that's really what it was all about, trying to get college students to become familiar, upcoming leaders familiar with what supply chain and advanced manufacturing and logistics was. We even created a successful roadshow. Myself, executives from Lilly, Allison Transmission, Cummins, Roche Diagnostics, IDS, Backhaul Direct, large groups of us would get together and do roadshows traveling across university campuses. Anything that we could do to create excitement and awareness. And to be honest, awareness was the biggest challenge. We had to try to get students aware of what supply chain was and what it wasn't as well. It wasn't a concrete building and a forklift anymore. Even back at that point, it was advancing quickly. I would suggest that, I guess Amazon and the pandemic took care of creating awareness in terms of what supply chain is. I think everybody pretty much has a general idea as to what supply chain is about, even young people. And I think what I would suggest to the rising 30, their biggest challenge is how to keep up with or even stay ahead of what the changing landscape for supply chain is in the midst of. In the past 10 years, maybe less, we've probably seen the most disruptive period of time for supply chain in modern history. And the kicker is, and this is the key for the rising 30, most people 9 to 10 years ago didn't see any of what's hit us coming. It was not on the table. It wasn't even a possibility. Think about that as you're working in the coming weeks and thinking about new ideas and strategy. So what do I mean? Just-in-time inventory was what was the strategy of the day. It's shifted to just-in-case inventory as companies have become more risk-averse, not knowing, making sure that they have enough inventory stocked up. Global sourcing. I spent a lot of time in China and the subcontinent. Global sourcing was the sourcing strategy, and now it's near sourcing or even regional sourcing. No one saw that on the radar. Navigation of tariffs and geopolitical challenges, to say the least, has been something that we haven't had to deal with in the past. There was a generational shift in customers' expectations on delivery times. Amazon came into play, and then thousands of distribution centers began to be built, not just by Amazon, by all companies trying to meet those expectations. That was not something that was on the radar even 3 years prior to when we started to see how important it was that we get that shipment at 4 a.m. in the morning from Amazon. FedEx and UPS, I don't think anybody saw that they would be smaller than Amazon in 2026. But in fact, that's the case. FedEx and UPS both have shrunk to a size that's smaller than Amazon is today. End-to-end visibility for shipments, no matter where it's at, on a boat, a plane, a train, a truck. What we thought was end-to-end visibility is more minute today. Robotics, automation, technology to support that. Drones tracking inventory, which a number of facilities across Indianapolis are doing now. Autonomous driving trucks. DCs going dark because it's all robotic and you don't need lights on, so turn the lights off. And of course, artificial intelligence accelerating across analytics and forecasting across all of our supply chains. In fact, labor and talent shortages was the only thing that's been a constant since 2010. So subsequently, resiliency, adaptivity, being nimble, and having grit have become higher priorities for companies identifying today's leaders. And the Rising 30 should think about that. I'm more confident than ever as well that how incredibly beneficial it is to have a catalyst like Connexus in our state, to help bridge and coordinate to help the next generation of AML challenges. I committed to Connexus in 2008. It seems so long ago. And it was shortly after its creation, which was in 2007. It's been a real pleasure to stay connected for 18 years now, off and on. And most recently, I had the privilege of partnering with Marian University, as Bryce mentioned, and being a part of their logistics and supply chain program. In fact, I brought 2 students to join my tables tonight. Don't worry, I won't make you stand up. Ironically, I've come full circle with how it all started with Connexus, working with young and upcoming leaders who will tackle the challenges of the future. And I've enjoyed it immensely. My best again to the Rising 30 winners, and many thanks to the Connexus Group. Have a nice evening.
I would describe a Rising 30 as someone who is ambitious and always willing to learn more.
Someone who wants to make an impact and just keep climbing.
Someone who's willing to go above and beyond, go down a path untraveled.
Someone who is bold, innovative, mission-driven.
To me, being a Rising 30 means something really special, not only for recognizing my own accomplishments, but also paving the way for other emerging talent.
I think it was definitely a milestone. I think we all want to be like the 30 under 30 at some point.
We're all early on in our career, I suppose, and being able to be nominated and be valued like I am within the company and within Connexus has certainly assured that for me.
I do feel like being a part of Rising 30 does kind of allow me to become an ambassador, spokesperson for the platform of advanced manufacturing logistics.
We all have a responsibility, but being a Rising 30 just amplifies that.
I've had individuals reach out to me this next round of Rising 30s and ask for advice. Being able to again help them, coach them, take them along the journey with me is an invaluable experience for me.
My advice to this year's nominees is this is just the beginning.
Keep climbing, keep going. Now that you got here, only means that you have a bigger responsibility to go further.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time.
It's your time to rise.
Thank you, Chip. Hey, well, good evening, everyone. My name is Jordan Isaacs, and I'm the Senior Director of Growth here at Connexus, Indiana. I'm thrilled to be with all of you this evening, and thank you for being here. That video says it all. Rising 30 alum are making serious impact in their companies, their communities, and throughout the industry. Some of them are here with us tonight, and I want to take a moment to recognize them. If you're from a past Rising 30 honoree class, would you please stand so we can celebrate you? There we go. Thank you. Your legacy and continued leadership has helped pave the way for the next generation, and we're so grateful that you're a part of this network. And tonight, we're excited to welcome the newest honorees with the Rising 30 class of 2026. These 30 professionals represent the future of advanced manufacturing and logistics in our state. As you hear their names and see their faces tonight, I hope you'll not only celebrate where they're headed, but also reflect on what brought them here, what drew them to careers in advanced manufacturing and logistics, what made them choose Indiana as a place to build their lives and build their careers. When I first saw the list of this year's honorees, I was struck by how many have roots right here in our state. Half of this year's class, 15 honorees, earned their degrees at Indiana-based universities, including Purdue, IU, Marian, Indiana State, Butler, Ball State, and Trine. Others went straight into the workforce and completed training programs in their communities. That tells us something. Indiana doesn't just grow talent, it retains it. These 30 individuals prove that Indiana is a place where innovation, opportunity, and leadership thrive. So without further ado, let's meet our Rising 30 class of 2026. To help introduce this incredible group, we are thrilled to welcome back a familiar face to our Rising 30 program this year. Aaliyah Blackburn is joining us once again this year as our Rising 30 MC, and if you've been with us in years past, you know just how lucky we are to have her with us this evening. Aaliyah is award-winning, Emmy-nominated anchor for Fox 59 First at 4, Fox 59 News at 7, and Fox 59 Newspoint at 11. Her passion for storytelling began right here in Indiana when she launched her telecommunications career through the Ben Davis High School TV program. Please join me in welcoming Aaliyah Blackburn to the stage.
Thank you, Jordan, for that introduction, and welcome everyone as we introduce our new class of the Rising 30. My name is Aaliyah Blackburn. I wanted to give a special shout out to Connexus because it is such an honor to be here and celebrating this occasion once again. There are a lot of great choices that can fulfill this role here, and I'm honored to be asked back year after year. And just like this event, it evolves every year, and so does my height because I am on a new step stool this year. But when I first joined you guys as MC, I didn't know what quite to expect. And what I found was a room full of people doing some remarkable things here in our community and beyond. Every year, this class finds a way to just raise the bar. Tonight's honorees are no exception to that. They are driven, they're innovative, and already leaving their mark on Indiana's advanced manufacturing and logistics industries. It is truly a privilege, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, to return for a fourth year and help shine a spotlight on the Rising class, the Rising 30 class of 2026. As each honoree takes the stage, I'll share a little bit about their journey, where they've been, and what they're building, and what makes them stand out. You'll also hear from the people who nominated them as well, those who had a front row seat to their impact and know firsthand what makes these individuals so special. We'll be recognizing the honorees in groups, so we will begin with Group 1. To help us get started, I'd like to welcome Vincent Ash, Senior Vice President of Development and Operations from Loth Group, to the stage to present our first round of awards. And at this time, Group 1 honorees, we ask that you please make your way to the stage as we hear from your nominators.
Amar stands out from other young professionals due to his likability. He's so intuitive, he's caring, he really wants to do a good job.
She is all about quality, and if she doesn't know the answer, she wants to find it out. We don't have our own product, so every day is kind of a little bit different here. So she's a thirst for knowledge, like she just wants to take on more responsibility and learn more things every day.
What Diego does is exemplify the two main pillars of the Toyota Way, which are respect for people and continuous improvement. Diego has accelerated, promoted, and advanced manufacturing at Toyota Indiana through his growth as both a parts engineering specialist and a collaborative multi-team leader.
When Eli's name is mentioned, he's a highly trusted problem solver. People across the organization know him as the go-to person when things get complicated, mainly because he knows how to get IT and manufacturing teams on the same page and actually solve and resolve issues.
Aya's impact on not just our team, but our industry as a whole, is that she embraces accountability in a way that's rarely seen in young professionals, but brings with it this compassion towards the problem in nurturing it to a solution.
Kelly has had a large impact on our organization by successfully navigating and managing nearly every major area of our operations. One of the bigger accomplishments just last year actually was leading our team to fulfill 98% of more than 95,000 orders within 2 business days or less.
Humble,
Inspiring,
ambitious,
disciplined,
versatile, and collaborative.
All right, let's get started with introducing you to Group 1. Diego Castillo, Quality Engineer at Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Indiana. Diego Castillo is a bridge builder. As a student at the University of Southern Indiana, he founded an Engineers in Action chapter dedicated to constructing footbridges in remote communities, a program that continues today with bridges now spanning in villages in Africa and South America. At Toyota Manufacturing, Indiana, he brings that same instinct for connection to the plant floor and Toyota suppliers. Diego leads cross-functional teams through complex production challenges, fostering collaboration and empowering team members to solve problems together rather than chase reactive fixes, resulting in resolved issues and reduced cycle times. A native of Venezuela, Diego is also active in Todos, which provides resources and opportunities to all Toyota team members so they can thrive. Congratulations, Diego. Up next, we have Eli Albright, IT Infrastructure Specialist at Allegion. Spending a good portion of his 7-year career as an IT generalist equipped Eli Albright to contribute to the advanced manufacturing industry in a variety of ways. Focusing more recently on cybersecurity and networking made him invaluable at Allegion, where he not only guided deployment of CNC machines, robotics, and other high-tech tools, but also designed and implemented a year-long network segmentation that increased security without inhibiting operations. Outside of work, the Cedarville University honors graduate, serves as captain in the U.S. Army Reserves, teaches Sunday school, and leads a small group at his church. Congratulations, Eli. Up next, we have Kaya Arnold, Plant Science Lab Technician at ANU. The seeds of Kaya Arnold's career were planted in healthcare, where she developed a deep appreciation for caring for people during life's most challenging moments. Her path later expanded into environmental and planetary health, with a focus on horticulture and native ecosystem preservation. Today, those two foundations have cross-pollinated in her role at ANU, where her passion for nurturing living things has evolved into a fierce commitment to improving nutritional access and education. She supports leading healthcare institutions using food as medicine to help treat and reverse chronic disease. An Indiana master naturalist and licensed phlebotomist, Kaya is pursuing a double bachelor's degree in environmental science and sociology. A big round of applause for Kaya. Congratulations. Up next, we have Amar Avinash Patil, Quality Assurance Manager at Oscar Winsky Company. It took a lot of individual drive for Amar to earn a master's degree from the Milwaukee School of Engineering, mastering technical skills and earn a career path job with a century-old Lafayette company that serves the metal supply chain. It took an abandonment of that individualism for Amar to establish himself as a leader who can guide, teach, and uplift others. Among his achievements are leading his team in the implementation of a flexible virtual gauging system that reduced measurement errors by 20%, inspection costs by 30%, and inspection time by 40%, and spearheading the organization's adoption of ISO 9001 certification. Beyond his day-to-day role, Amar serves as a chapter enhancement committee member for the Society of Manufacturing Engineers. Congratulations, Amar. Up next, we have Desiree Lambert, Quality Assurance Lead at Aegis Sales and Engineering. When Desiree Lambert first stepped into the role of CNC machinist at Aegis Sales and Engineering 5 years ago, her most relevant previous experience was the 2 years she spent making ice cream at nearby Nestle. She learned quickly and advanced to leadership roles in Aegis quality management, emerging as a reliable leader and team builder. Desiree has helped the company strengthen its internal inspection and documentation processes. She recently developed and introduced an inspection log that gives machine operators better quality metrics with meaningful results, reduce rework, improve first pass part inspection results, and repeatable quality outcomes across the operation. Congratulations, Desiree. Up next, we have Kelly Klein, shipping manager at Antique Candle. Ask Kelly Klein the secret to her success at Antique Candle, and she'll likely say it's her entry-level start, making candles and cleaning. Moving through various roles in her more than 5 years with Antique Candle has allowed Kelly to understand and improve a range of activities. Her leaders say she has helped to modernize operations, drive cross-functional collaboration, and build resilient teams. In one specific example, she helped the company address a long-standing enterprise resource planning issue by pulling together a group representing various aspects of the operations and aligning data, process, and accountability. Her bosses say the Arizona State University graduate, or student rather, graduating soon, I'm sure, has emerged as an influential leader and positive force on the organization. Congratulations, Kelly. And that concludes Group 1. Thank you so much, Vincent. Passing out trophies for this next group is Roger Schumann, Director of Strategic Partnerships at Leaf Software Solutions. Groups, or honorees rather, in Group 2, we ask that you start making your way to the stage as we hear from your nominators.
Denise helped take on our autonomous trucking strategy a number of years ago. She's kind and intelligent and focused on each engineering piece that needs to launch in order to make sure Cummins has a role in autonomous trucking in the future.
Dominic accelerates our organization because he truly makes the people and systems around him better. He drives efficiencies, he reduces frictions, and with the technological advancements that he's made, he really excels us to an elite level.
One of the things that I'm really excited that Jack has really spent a lot of time with our Women in Manufacturing group, to the point where he launched our inaugural Woman of the Year in Manufacturing and has really just elevated the quality of experience for not only the women in manufacturing, but the entire Metro Manufacturing group.
Starting this engineering program here, Roman has done a ton of the work behind the scenes. It's made a major impact in our program. We wouldn't be where we are today without him.
When Sasha joined Honda, she was, fresh out of college, junior position, and she has worked herself up to be the leader of the team, just someone who you just really want to be around, that works hard and, makes an impact wherever she goes.
We were struggling with that bridge between the sales and the engineering solution, and that's where Will has thrived at, is having those two come together really well. And, it's a numbers game, and our numbers have definitely gone up since he has come aboard for us.
Kind.
Passionate.
Driven.
Bright.
Proactive.
And smart.
All right, at this time, we'll get started with honoring Group 2. We'll start with William Huffman, Business Development Engineer at Photon Automation. William Huffman boils his work down to a pretty simple concept. He helps customers translate ideas to production-capable products. His bosses say he enhanced Photon Automation's ability to deliver on that promise by combining key technical knowledge with strong leadership and operational and communication skills. Will says he simply enjoys the challenge of solving complex problems, especially in early-stage manufacturability, process strategy, and system definition. With a bachelor's and MBA from Trine University, Will is excited to contribute to reindustrialization and strengthening domestic manufacturing, a commitment he supports by working with area students and making the world of advanced manufacturing an exciting career choice. Congratulations, Will. Up next, we have Denise Suarez, Strategy Leader, Global Propulsion Systems at Cummins. Denise Suarez tells her story simply. I am a Mexican woman born and raised that pursued a career in STEM and that migrated to pursue a better life. The details reveal steady progress in that better life, as well as an impact on the future of the logistics industry. Coming to the States from Ciudad Juarez, Denise earned a mechanical engineering degree from the University of Texas at El Paso and soon joined Cummins as a performance engineer. 7 years later, having added an IU Kelley School of Business MBA to her resume, she manages strategic partnerships that will put autonomous trucks on the road, a process that has seen her collaborate on more than 3 million miles of self-driving vehicle road testing. A big round of applause for Denise. Up next, we have Dominic Del Salvo, Programming Team Lead at Archimed. Bosses often exaggerate by saying an employee revolutionized something. Dominic DeSalvo's bosses back up their claim, though, with numbers. A 40% reduction in programming time with projections of an 80% reduction, 97% first-time yield for new CNC programs, and more than $56,000 in annual savings for Archimed and its customers. And that's just one of the initiatives that Dominic's worked on. He also leads the way in AI, mentors peers and youth apprentices, started a book club to encourage continuous learning, and serves as an assistant coach on a high school lacrosse team, all while pursuing a Ball State University MBA to complement his Trine University bachelor's degree. Congratulations, Dominic. Up next, we have Jack Harrison, Economic Development Specialist and MMA Liaison at One Southern Indiana. While Jack Harrison's work with One Southern Indiana puts him in contact with a wide range of businesses in an effort to bring more jobs to Southern Indiana, his greatest impact might be on the region's manufacturing sector. Assuming leadership of the regional organization's Metro Manufacturing Alliance 2 years ago, Jack breathed new life into the group of 80 manufacturers by reprogramming its content, creating sold-out trainings on topics from import-export and foreign trade zones to lean manufacturing, and sparking renewed interest in the Women in Manufacturing group. With a bachelor's from Centre College and an MPA from Georgia State University, Jack seeks long-term impact as a community leader. Congratulations, Jack. Up next, we have Roman Howard, engineering student at Eastbrook High School. The student becomes the teacher would be a good way to describe Roman Howard's impact on eBeams, the student-led business at Eastbrook High School. Even before he could take engineering classes, Roman was teaching himself, his peers, and even teachers on how to use advanced manufacturing technology, and he drove setup and collaboration when the program received a CNC mill, CNC lathe, and a large format 3D printer. His teacher says Roman was more influential than any other person for the award-winning program's growth. Roman plans to attend Taylor University to pursue a mechanical engineering degree and ultimately begin a career in aerospace or nuclear engineering. Congratulations, Roman. And we also have Sasha Fry up next, Market Quality Unit Lead at Honda Indiana Auto Plant. Sasha Fry had no experience in the automotive industry when she joined the Market Quality Unit at Honda Indiana Auto Plant, so she dove in headfirst and learned all she could. Now, she leads that team, overseeing warranty analysis, J.D. Power Initial Quality Study performance, as well as plant-level corrective actions. The Indiana State University graduate double majored in operations and supply chain management and marketing. Sasha is Six Sigma Green Belt, certified through Purdue MEP, serves on the Honda Young Professionals Leadership Team, and is enrolled in Honda's Leading with Influence program, continuing to grow as a leader in the automotive industry. Congratulations, Sasha. And congratulations to our group here. Thank you, Roger. And at this time, we ask that Group 3 start to make their way to the stage. This cohort is sponsored by Purdue University's Excellence in Manufacturing and Operations Initiative, Manufacturing and Materials Research Laboratories, and the Dausch Center for Supply Chain. So the Boilermaker ties run deep with this one. At this time, we welcome Purdue to the stage as well, as we hear from the nominators of this group.
When we talk about Brock and we ask what pops in your head when you think about him, in simple terms, he's a go-getter. How he challenges our teams to use tools to improve our processes and just make our overall product better.
If I could clone and have a company full of Ethans, I could tackle most issues in this world. He's in a great spot he's at now, but I don't think he's ever satisfied. He's always striving to be better and to keep pushing to the next level.
Shane was a leader before he actually became a leader from a title perspective. He's someone who has always thrived in being a connector, being always open, and it's always been a pleasure to work with him.
Matthew stepped into the company as a junior engineer, really doing product engineering, figuring us out how to make a good product. And within a year and a half, he had built an entire 100,000 square foot factory and had become the director of engineering for said factory.
Sean has had such an impact at such a young age in truly connecting Indiana to the world. I think it's just his passion, his energy, and just someone you genuinely enjoy being around.
No matter how many hours a project needs, no matter how much research is needed, no matter what the deadlines are, Tyler is committed to figuring out. Like, failure is not an option for Tyler. He's gonna push through and he's gonna make it happen no matter what.
Tenacious,
driven,
Brilliant,
fun,
curious,
problem solver.
Up first for Group 3, we have Tyler Sidwell, co-founder and chief of engineering at Fort Wayne Carbon Fiber. Tyler Sidwell describes himself as an aspiring physicist, but his work with Fort Wayne Carbon Fiber, the company he co-founded 3 years ago, suggests he might be qualified to drop aspiring from his description. A 10-year veteran of advanced manufacturing who started out as a general laborer and floor sweeper, the Purdue University Fort Wayne physics grad helps customers in a range of industries get carbon fiber components that are light, strong, and precise to the finest measure. He's helped develop proprietary processes and groundbreaking methods that his team believes can redefine manufacturing possibilities, create jobs, and plant a flag as an in-demand carbon fiber source. Congratulations, Tyler. Up next, we have Brock Bobble, Quality Engineering Manager at Jasper Engines and Transmissions. The 16-year-old Brock Bobble, who joined Jasper Engines and Transmissions as an R&D intern, likely didn't see himself leading a 50-person division at the company in less than a decade. As Quality Engineering Manager, the gas and diesel engine technical expert guides his division in shifting Jasper's quality operations from a reactive posture to a proactive, accountability-driven system. Serving as a bridge between the company's engineering team and floor-level execution, Brock has increased collaboration and knocked down silos. The Purdue University graduate is also active in his community, most notably as co-founder of Brothers for Veterans, a nonprofit that connects active duty military and veterans with the great outdoors. Congratulations, Brock. Up next, we have Shane Boyd, Director of Finance at Belden. As Director of Finance for Belden's copper cable business in the Americas, Shane Boyd serves as a translator, translating data, spreadsheets, numbers, tables, and graphs into actionable information for Belden's leaders. As the company transforms its operating model, he's also been translating the new model into a finance team action plan and serves as a go-to finance mentor that helps leaders diffuse information efficiently. With a Purdue University finance degree and IU Kelley School of Business MBA, Shane hopes to build his career at Belden by continuing to create clarity from complexity and building teams for growth. Congratulations, Shane. Up next, we have Ethan Mathis, Quality Control Inspector at MSP Manufacturing. MSP Manufacturing's leadership happily acknowledges that Ethan Mathis' contributions make a difference, crediting his quality assurance work as a direct contributor to the company's recent record-setting revenue months. A lifelong shop rat whose dad taught him how to operate machines at a young age, Ethan joined MSP as a machinist and quickly demonstrated technical proficiency and a drive to learn as well as keen sense for operations. His recent redesign of the company's quality department has resulted in improved quality outcomes, better workflow, and increased collaboration. With an associate degree from Ivy Tech Community College, Ethan is working to add a Purdue University bachelor's in mechanical engineering to his knowledge base. Congratulations, Ethan. Up next, we have Matthew Rodiball, Director of Applied Engineering at Fiber Global. Matthew Rodiball and Fiber Global share a common mission. They want to make the world a better place. Matthew complements this shared passion with strong technical skills and hands-on work designing and implementing mechanical, hydraulic, and control solutions. The 12th person hired by the startup and its first Indiana-based engineer, Matthew has been promoted 3 times in 2 years. He credits this rise in part to the hands-on experience gained in his early career after earning his Purdue University engineering degree, welding in a custom fabrication shop, and managing projects for a national electric contractor. That foundation of real-world experience continues to shape how he leads and delivers at Fiber Global. Congratulations, Matthew. And up next, we have Sean Odell, Air Service Development Analyst at Indianapolis Airport Authority. Sean Odell has served as Air Service Development Analyst with the Indianapolis Airport Authority since 2023. Supporting both internal and external parties with key data, Sean has contributed to air service efforts for numerous new routes, including Indiana's first flight to Ireland on Aer Lingus. Leading the airport special event strategy, Sean has secured additional service for NBA All-Star Weekend, the Total Solar Eclipse, the U.S. Olympic Swim Trials, the Taylor Swift Eras Tour, Men's Final Four, and so much more. A proud Purdue University graduate, Sean is thrilled to do this rewarding work for his hometown airport, though he is celebrating a little differently this weekend. He's actually in Mexico getting married. So congratulations to Sean. And accepting the award on this behalf is Tracy Guerrero, and that rounds out Group 3. All right, we are about over halfway through for the introductions. How's everybody feeling? A quick vibe check. Everybody good? Love to hear it. Right on. All right, to help me celebrate Group 4, I'd like to welcome Ronnie Dixon, Regional Banking Relationship Manager at Huntington Bank, to the stage. We ask that Group 4 honorees start making their way to the stage as well as we hear from your nominators.
Alex sits at the intersection of operations and technology. Very rarely do I have to be prescriptive and sometimes not even descriptive about how we want to move forward. He's able to jump in, navigate sometimes a very difficult path, and again, implement a great solution.
I think Bella has a uniquely high level of curiosity. When she doesn't understand something, she will go and have the conversations, research the data. That level of tenacity and ownership separates her from others within her peer group.
Chase has been awesome, really from the get-go. He actually joined us as an intern for 2 summers and was already super impactful with some projects. He's extremely reliable. In a conversation of, hey, is this something that Chase can take on? The answer is always a resounding yes.
What makes Kartik stand out is, in my words, his relentless pursuit of over-delivering on his projects. That detail-oriented or thoughtfulness is a reputation he's built amongst his stakeholders.
We cover a very large area, hundreds of miles in between these projects, and Philip is there on site for the start of these projects all the way completely to the finish line. There's a lot of things that he brings to the table that are new ideas that really spark changes in the process of what we do on a daily basis.
What stands out about Quinn is how much impact she's had so quickly. She's improved our processes, reduced the scrap, and she just finds ways to make things better and then actually gets it done. She's truly one of the best analysts we've had at Polygon.
Highly engaging.
Driven. Really hardworking.
Authentic.
Innovative.
And extremely capable.
All right, let's get started with Group 4. Up first, we have Bella Rubin, Quality Associate Manager at Zimmer Biomet. Zimmer Biomet hired Bella Rubin as a quality engineer, not only for the technical knowledge and expertise she gained while earning bachelor's and master's degrees in engineering from the Illinois Institute of Technology, but also for the value she developed as a 4-year Division III lacrosse player. Bella brings a team-first mindset to her work, an approach that has earned her respect across teams, strengthened collaboration, and enabled her to implement process improvements that reduce cost, increase operator efficiency, and achieve top performance metrics. A New Hampshire native, Bella continues to expand her impact at Zimmer Biomet by pursuing additional certifications, proactively learning new processes, and leading team-building initiatives that benefit both her colleagues and the Warsaw community. Congratulations, Bella. Up next, we have Chase Sager, Supply Chain Planner at Lippert. It's not surprising that a 4-year football player at Saginaw Valley State University would bring the discipline, strategy, and teamwork needed to excel as a supply chain planner. What might not have been expected is how much of a collaborative change agent Chase Sager has proven to be in his 3 years with Lippert. Having earned responsibility for supply chain planning in the company's largest division, Chase has revamped operations and processes to the tune of a 14% increase in forecast accuracy, a 37% reduction in potential excess material, and a 7-point boost in overall inventory health, stats that have earned him MVP recognition from leadership. Congratulations, Chase. Up next, we have Quinn Shanahan, business analyst at Polygon Composites. Coming out of Butler University as a Dean's List regular with a degree in international business and a minor in Mandarin Chinese, Quinn Shanahan probably could have grabbed a high-visibility private equity job. Instead, she sought hands-on impact in the world of advanced manufacturing. Tasked with resolving resource constraints on the Plant 4 at LDI's Walkerton-based Polygon Composites, she has deployed technology and operations improvements that achieve such wins as increasing capacity on existing equipment by 20%, reducing scrap from 20% to 6%, and meeting higher regulatory standards. Originally from the East Coast, Quinn is adding to her skill set by pursuing a master's in computer information technology. Congratulations, Quinn. Up next, we have Alex Rapp, Systems and Technology Leader at Venture Logistics. A lot of people can describe their role the way Alex Rapp describes his: drive efficient business processes through technology. But Venture Logistics COO says that Alex stands out by complementing required technical skills with an ability to work the seams, standing at points where two business units or functions meet, acknowledging their individual needs, and forging alignments that move the organization forward when it could get bogged down by conflicting objectives. Matching this with a keen eye for initiatives that serve the entire organization has allowed the IU School of Informatics grad and IU Kelley School of Business MBA to drive tech advances that boost efficiency, workflow, cost savings, and more. Congratulations, Alex. Kartik Maheshwari, Engineering Project Manager at Infocus. Kartik Maheshwari traveled halfway around the world to study engineering management at Purdue University and found his calling in advanced manufacturing. At Infocus, his career sweet spot, he works across industries driven by a simple belief: the decisions made inside a factory have the power to reshape the community around it. His client work speaks for itself. Tens of millions uncovered in savings, millions in grant funding secured with a perfect approval rate, and an international manufacturer guided through reshoring its production to the U.S. Originally from Ahmedabad, India, Kartik is pursuing certifications in AI and financial management and even mentors young professionals at Infocus, helping them find their footing the same way that he did. Congratulations, Kartik. Up next, we have Philip Rangich, Regional Engineering Manager at Martin Marietta. Philip Rangich often confronts two challenges in his aggregate mining career: being one of the youngest leaders in the room and consistently advocating for modernization within a traditionally late-adopting industry. A graduate of Missouri University of Science and Technology with an MBA from the University of Cincinnati, Philip was brought in to stabilize and deliver a new crushing and material handling facility that had fallen behind schedule. By engaging site leadership, plant operations, maintenance, safety, and local stakeholders, he aligned priorities, resolved constructability challenges, and established a clear execution path. His leadership enabled the project to achieve operational readiness, improve throughput and uptime, and ultimately bring the facility successfully across the finish line. Congratulations, Philip. And congratulations to Group 4, and thank you, Ronnie. We are already down to the final group. At this time, I'd like to welcome Alex Kozlowski, Senior Manager of Production Control at Toyota Material Handling, to the stage as we welcome our Group 5 honorees. And honorees, please begin making your way forward as we hear from your nominators.
Alex has really increased our share of the market. She's done a very good job of increasing our people's talent instead of searching for talent outside of our company. With her continuing to outwork pretty much everybody I've ever met.
When anyone is asking me if I have someone on my team that can help out with, our components, our testing, our validation, any quality control issues, Brett is the first person I think of.
Pavan is able to take very complex concepts and is able to connect with his audience. His ability to engineer materials that can turn into applications for high-end industries is a game changer for us.
Within our team, Taylor leads the ChangePoint Control Group. She's managing several departments that are all contributing to new model launch activity. She holds everybody accountable to make sure that we get the things done on time.
Tyler is very self-driven in the fact that he will hold himself to a very high set of standards. He's going to ensure that he gets all the way down to the root cause of any challenge or problem and addresses it the right way, which really benefits the company globally.
What makes Valentina stand out is her work ethic. She's willing to do kind of the monotonous stuff that might seem to a lot of people boring, but she understands the bigger picture. She's really good at translating kind of the importance of the small stuff into the big stuff.
Creative.
Eager.
Insightful.
Driven.
Resourceful.
And dedicated.
Starting out Group 5 is Brett Walker, electromechanical controls engineer at Allison Transmission. Brett Walker's journey to his role at Allison Transmission started in garages with his grandfathers. Both were career mechanics. He's proud that his experience and current work support affordable public transportation and sustainable solutions to enrich our vehicular environmental footprint. A significant contribution of Brett's to Allison Transmission was the creation of a $100,000 electromagnetic testing lab that has saved from $20,000 to $40,000 on various product design iterations. With a bachelor's from Indiana State University, Brett is pursuing a master's from Michigan State University while continuing to make a difference, honoring the hands-on heritage his grandfathers instilled in him. Congratulations, Brett. Up next, we have Pavan Vishnu Kiran Metaramati, Material Science R&D Technician at Plastic Recycling. Pavan Vishnu Kiran Metaramati traveled halfway around the world to pursue his passion for materials science and found his calling in advanced manufacturing at Plastic Recycling. Driven by a commitment to sustainability and innovation, he applies rigorous research and technical expertise to develop and improve recycled material solutions. His work supports the company's mission to reduce waste and advance circular manufacturing. Pavan brings both scientific discipline and a collaborative spirit to his role, earning recognition from colleagues and leadership for his contributions to the lab and to the broader organization. He continues to grow his expertise while making a measurable impact on one of manufacturing's most pressing challenges, building a more sustainable materials future. Congratulations, Pavan. Up next, we have Taylor Young, Production Control Assistant Manager at Toyota Material Handling. When Taylor Young was a college intern at Toyota Material Handling, a full-time position opened up that was just right for her. The problem was, the first-generation college student wasn't scheduled to finish her degree until after the hiring deadline. She quickly contacted her Indiana State University professors and coordinated an online study program that would allow her to take the job and finish her degree early. Taylor has applied similar enthusiasm and problem-solving abilities to her work for Toyota, notching such successes as driving cross-team collaboration to quickly improve a supplier's delivery performance from 93.5% to 96% and to boost it to 99% just a year later. Congratulations, Taylor. Up next, we have Tyler Smith, Senior Process Consultant, Logistics at Endress & Hauser InfoServe. Sometimes numbers say it all. 167 programs created, 2,320 development objects, 1,475 change requests. Those metrics document the transformative impact that Tyler Smith has had for customers at Endress & Hauser InfoServe, an impact felt at operations across North America as well as in Brazil and Germany. Tyler started his association with the company more than 10 years ago while he was still in high school. He stuck with the company as he pursued his bachelor's degree from IU's Luddy School of Informatics, Computing, and Engineering, along with a business minor from the Kelley School of Business, and spent time developing software before moving into his current logistics process consulting role. Congratulations, Tyler. Up next, we have Valentina Tamajo, Business Operations Manager at Thrive Orthopedics. Coming to the U.S. from her native Colombia to work as an au pair, Valentina Tamajo so impressed her host family that she earned a job in the business that the father co-founded, Thrive Orthopedics. Then her work at Thrive so much impressed her bosses that a little over a year later, she's moved from taping boxes to guiding operations. Now she leads a team of 4 tracking inventory and demand to ensure a smooth process from order receipt through production and delivery. Valentina's coworkers applaud her dedication to employee development and strong communication, a particularly noteworthy point of praise considering she came to the U.S. with virtually no English language proficiency. Congratulations, Valentina. And up next, we have Alexa K. McKee, Vice President of Operations at Shields Windshields. No one will ever accuse Alexa K. McKee of thinking small. Not only does the former Marian University volleyball captain acknowledge her intention to one day be CEO of Shields Windshields, but she also plainly states that she intends to make the Martinsville company the Cummins of Morgan County. Her bosses say she's made progress on these goals already by bringing modernizations to Shields Windshields that help it grow and earn recognition. Her implementation of a new enterprise resource planning system revolutionized accounting and operational efficiency, created 20 new jobs, and her help in launching an online retail store raised the company's profile. Accolades have also included earning the company a top 100 small businesses in America listing by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations, Alexa K. And already that wraps up our Rising 30 class of 2026. Let's give our honorees a round of applause. It was such a pleasure to introduce to you these amazing individuals, and I look forward to seeing all the great things that they'll accomplish, maybe telling stories about them too, about the work that they do in our state and beyond. At this time, I'd like to welcome Jay Wertz back to the stage as we get ready to conclude this evening's program. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Aaliyah. And once again, did an absolutely fantastic job. Thank you very much. Nights like this are a great reminder of why this work is so valuable, is so important to us. And to this year's honorees, what you've heard tonight is just a glimpse of what you represent. Your class reflects the breadth of Indiana's AML sector, roles spanning quality engineering, supply chain, finance, material science, operations, and IT across organizations of every size and every type. From global automotive to life sciences companies to homegrown startups to regional economic development organizations. That breadth isn't just impressive, it's what makes this industry dynamic, resilient, and ready for all of our futures. We are excited to welcome you into our network of leaders, of educators, of advocates, all of whom are committed to the future that you're helping us build. Indiana needs your stories. The more young Hoosiers who see what's possible in these industries, the better off we'll all be. The stronger our talent pipeline will become. And you're living proof of what that path can be. We look forward to helping you tell your story in the years ahead. I'd also like to extend our gratitude one more time to our presenting sponsor, KSM, for your partnership and support to make this program possible. Thank you very much. Another big thank you to the rest of our sponsors: Toyota Material Handling, Purdue University, Huber Winery, True Essence Foods, Allison Transmission, Cummins, the IU Kelley School of Business, Indianapolis, Jasper Engines and Transmissions, Lippert, Fox 59, MSIL Staffing and Packaging, Polygon Composites, One Southern Indiana, Toyota Motor Manufacturing Indiana, Venture Logistics, Indiana State University, Fox 59, and Zimmer Biomet, as well as our table sponsors, Indianapolis Airport Authority and MSP Manufacturing. Thank you for your generosity and your support for this year's honorees. Right. We also need to acknowledge our philanthropic partners, including the Lilly Endowment, our more than 130 industry and academic partners, our corporate sponsors, including KSM, Taft, Huntington Bank, Loth Group, Hartman Executive Advisors, and Leaf Software Solutions, as well as public sector supporters for ensuring that our work meets the needs of our industries. And to the companies represented in this room tonight, thank you for investing in the young people we saw. That investment helps make these industries great, and all of Indiana benefits from it. The formal program is wrapping up, but the night isn't over. The patio is open just out here until 9 p.m. And when you leave tonight, we hope you'll keep sharing the stories and the examples we've all heard about tonight. Visit our website, learn more about this year's honorees, and follow along on social media as we continue to celebrate this class. Thank you once again to everyone who joined us here tonight. We look forward to continuing to celebrate the wonderful work of Indiana's advanced manufacturing and logistics industries. Thank you very much.